toys, playing house like girls and boys. And that's love calling. There ain't no way that you can fake it. Well, that's love calling. There ain't no way you can escape it. Well, that's love calling. There ain't no way you can get by. Well, that's love calling. You might as well give love a try. Now she and them, they never last. Running around 'cause she's too fast. Broken homes and empty pockets in her wake. She got a lot of grief, you see. Only care that she was free, pretending love, but it was a genuine fake. Yeah, well, I watched him change her ways. She was totally amazed. How he loved her with such ease, but her like a summer breeze. And that's love calling. Ain't no way that you can fake it. Well, that's love calling. There ain't no way you can escape it. Well, that's love calling. There ain't no way you can get by. Well, that's love calling. You might as well give love a try. Don't you hear my love calling you? Don't you hear my love calling you? Don't you hear my love calling you? You. Don't you hear my love calling you? Don't you hear my love calling you? Don't you hear my love calling you? You. Now the two of them are one on the third planet from the sun. You know they're happy with what they've got, and they say they've got to lie. And that's love calling. Ain't no way that you can fake it. Yeah, that's love calling. Ain't no way you can escape it. Yeah, that's love calling. Ain't no way you can get by. Yeah, that's love calling. You might as well give love a try. Yeah, that's love calling. Ain't no way that you can fake it. Yeah, that's love calling. Ain't no way you can escape it. Oh, that's love calling. Ain't no way you can get by. Oh, that's love calling. You might as well give love a try. The girls in love, the boys in love. I'm in love and you're in love. He's in love, she's in love. You might as well give love a try. Making love, hey, knowing love. God, saying love, whoa, what is love? Knowing love, hey, saying love, whoa, knowing love, hey.
Can you bounce? Then bounce on this.
Gonna do it like this. Handball, handball, where you been? Round the world and back again. Handball, handball, where you been? Round the world and back again.
Once I get past the pain, Yeah, yeah. Tommy G. My friends and family said that this could never be, 'cause we're so different. You'll end up leaving me. Yeah. But baby, don't you know that living in the past, a love like ours, we know it's gonna last. Smooth as chocolate. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is good, guys? Hope you guys are doing okay. Welcome. This is the Keyse Review Live. You are watching my channel. This is Marquise, and we are going to have a few topics to go on about today. Let me see. So, for some reason, my phone's not connecting to all of a sudden to my project, which is weird. But how's everybody doing today? This is Marquise from the Keyse Review, and hope you guys doing good. We have a lot of topics that we have to go over today. We got some major stuff right now, man. It's a lot of stuff, and this is why I call this episode Tech Rising, because basically with this episode, there we go, it finally kicked in. Basically with this episode, we're going to be going over a lot stuff from Sony. We got a lot of stuff OnePlus. We got some vehicles, Audis, all that good stuff. And we got some obviously some Apple stuff we have to go over. So we got a lot of segments to go over right now. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for joining the channel today. If this is your first time joining us, don't forget to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and then hit the bell notifications to let you know whenever I go live or upload a video. If you're a new subscriber, I really appreciate you guys being here. And if you want to support me further, we do have our Patreon page. And the cool thing about the Patreon is that you pay some money to support me, and then in exchange, we'll give you some extra stuff, put your titles on the end credits, and other goodies that we do. So, hope you guys all doing good. Hope you guys are pumped today to get this episode done. We got a few segments to go over. So we're going to start off with Audi. Audi's going to be showcasing their new e-Tron S vehicle, and they teased their e-Tron GT vehicle. So that's going to be something that we have to pay attention to. We also have Lordstown showing us some new stuff. They got some new pictures in white, basically. So we're going to be seeing some of that stuff right there. We also have GMC. We're going to be talking a little bit about that because their event is coming out this Tuesday, guys. And you guys know I've been waiting for this. I've really been waiting for that new Hummer EV vehicle. So we have that going on. We also have a lot of stuff going on from this Sony environment. So we got their new video, which I will be showcasing here, about their new UX, or shall I say UI. We also got a couple of things to discuss why Xbox is not running their UI like Sony is. Sony also have been going over some new voice features, which they will be like blocking people if you do stupid stuff. We got OnePlus news. We saw the new OnePlus 8T this week, so that's been unveiled. And then we got Apple. We got the rumors from the MacBook Pro, or MacBooks, I should say in general. So we have that. We're going to discuss a little bit and why it looks like it's going to be coming out in November. We got a HomePod Mini announced. We got a whole bunch of iPhones. We got a whole bunch of iPhones being unveiled. And then we have also, a news, me joining up with a day with crime again. So we'll go over a little bit of that. And then we'll get to your questions and stuff like that. So hope you guys are ready for it. I'll be reading you guys in the chats right here on my Surface. And we should start get going. So let's do this, guys. So, like I said, let me go to the top of my notes here. We have some Audi stuff going on. And they have unveiled their... this was actually a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just now like trying to follow it because, Audi is owned by the Volkswagen. Volkswagen has been saying that we are going all EV roughly about the year 2025. Audi's under that banner. So we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff from Audi that's going to be coming out. That's going to be basically a lot of EV stuff. So we'll be seeing that. And I got the video right here. We're going to be starting off with the Audi e-Tron S. So we got videos, and we'll just start it right about now. So that is the Audi e-Tron S. Look at this guy. So it comes in two versions. Comes in a regular sedan and a sportsback version. This thing looks pretty cool, man. Honestly, Audi always had nice styling. You know, basically a more luxurious sports car. And as you can see the picture here from the lines, and you guys already know I love that blue, man. I absolutely love that blue. So. And I don't know what type of blue this is. I didn't really look up. I don't even know if they said what type of blue this was, honestly. But that blue is very, very sexy, man. You guys know I'm a sucker for blue as it is anyway. And forgive me if I'm a little slow on a couple of these transitions, guys, because I got a new tablet and I'm getting adjusted to it. So, but yeah, man, this thing looks amazing. You can see the trunk space, so it's got a good amount of trunk space right there. Yeah, like Kevin said, it looks like it's cobalt, so it's going to be pretty cool, man. Look at the interior back there in the back seats. So I'll go over some of the specs while that's going on. It's going to have 140 kilowatt power. That's going to equate to 188 horsepower. Peak power is 370 kilowatts, which can equal up to 496 horsepower at peak. So that's pretty cool. Torque is going to be 973 nano. What is that? I don't want to say nanometer. Newton meters is Newton meters, which could be up to 717 foot-pound of torque, which is insane. Top speed on this car is going to be 130 miles. It can do a 0 to 60 in about 5.1 seconds, and it can go 230 miles to the range. So not bad from Audi. You know, I personally wish the range was a little bit more. I wish the top speed was a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. And I don't know why my thing's saying 0 users. Let me refresh it. You guys hear me? You guys there? You guys watching? I see comments coming through, so you guys must be watching it. I'm guessing YouTube's just acting up right now, because it's saying 0 users. So everybody see my stream? Everybody's okay right there? Let me know if you guys can see the stream. Say here or something like that. Okay, cool. Kevin says we here, so I don't know why it says 0 watchers. That's kind of weird. I guess YouTube's acting up, which we're going to get to some YouTube talk later on today, as I'm not too happy, but we'll go over that later on the show. As you guys can see there's all the specs right there. Like I said, about 190 horsepower, almost 500 pound-foot of torque. And I don't know why I put HP. That should have been oh no, I'm sorry, that's peak power, my fault. That's peak power, 496 peak horsepower, 717 foot-pounds of torque, and top speed about 130 miles per hour. So okay, we seeing you here. Okay, yeah, YouTube caught back up. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but YouTube been tripping, so forgive me if stuff pops out. I'm gonna turn my mic up or my headset so I can hear a little bit better. Yeah, so that's the Audi e-Tron, guys. Like, it's pretty smooth, man. I kind of like it. I like the styling and everything like that. It's a pretty cool deal. And we're going to be seeing a lot more electric cars. This is going to be the first year, I think, in 2021 where we're going to go through a big explosion of EVs. We'll see a lot of hybrids too, and we'll still see some regular gasoline and diesel engines. But as far as EV vehicles, we're going to be seeing a lot. Excuse me. Let me see. We here. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad you guys there. I don't know why YouTube said 0. It just like dropped. But let me see. Tristan has said powerful and beautiful. Yes, it's a gorgeous vehicle, man. It really is. So it's good to see, the Volkswagen group, more notably right here, as we talk about Audi actually saying what they're going to do and releasing another couple of EV vehicles, because we all know that we've seen the ID4 from Volkswagen a couple of weeks ago. I showcased that video, and we've seen another example from the Volkswagen brand under that banner, another 2 Audi e-Trons. But we have another showcase that we have to show you guys, and that's going to come up.
the sensation of sound. It could be the most overwhelming way of perception. Sound can be mellow and fragile. But also massive and striking. Sound can be deep and thrilling. It can fill rooms. It can fill hearts. And it has the power to shape the identity of a car. The design of a car sound is a long road. In the beginning, there is always an inspiration. Everything and nothing can be inspiring. Sometimes an idea may seem exceptional, but often it is the most usual object that creates the most exciting and useful sound. To make a sound work in every different state, when accelerating or braking, you need the right tools, the right instruments, just like in music. But unlike a song, the sound of a car is continuous. There is no beginning, no middle part, and no end. That is why Audi created its own pioneering digital method. Like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, or in the case of the all-new Audi e-Tron GT, this sound is worth 1,000 words.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that was it. That was mainly the video about the sound of the upcoming e-Tron GT, and I wanted to point it out a little bit something to you guys. Notice that he said that the sound is worth 1,000 words. So I'm wondering, are they gonna make this 1,000 horsepower? Dude, if they make that 1,000 horsepower, that would be legit. Now, I'm just speculating right here, okay? So I won't say that that is final, but you know what I'm saying, it's going to be pretty awesome to see this vehicle come out, and people's calling me. Pretty awesome that people's going to come out and you know, have this vehicle be unveiled pretty soon. So I'm not sure when it's going to be unveiled. I haven't really seen any dates, but I'm hearing pretty soon that they're going to be going over more details about this stuff. So let me see. Where is it? Damn, that was pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, that sound was pretty cool. So I think the cool thing is they're going to try to get EVs where to the point where you have some sound and everything like that going on. And we'll definitely see what goes on with that. I don't know what else more to expect, you know, because again, Volkswagen was like, hey, all of our vehicles is going to be, you know, EVs. So, you know, they're going to have to come out with something super duper performance wise. And you got all these other vehicles coming in at, you know, long mile range, you know, 300, 400, 500 mile range. And you're getting them, you know, 200 horsepower, 400 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower. And actually, we're going to see more kilowatts. So start expecting to see that kilowatt rating and stuff like that. But we definitely going to be seeing a lot more from Audi, a lot more from VW, and I cannot wait to see what happens. So, you know, good luck on that. Let me just send out this text real quick with somebody important. But how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about this this vehicle? How do you guys like it? You like what you've seen from Audi so far? Let me know your thoughts right here, and then we'll go over. But let me just send this out real quick. What's up? So yeah, let's go over to the next guy. So we know that a few weeks ago I sold off this company, Lordstown Motors. So Lordstown Motors is a company that they're making work trucks, basically. That's what they are. Work trucks that's going to be EV. So you see that little electrical boat right here. They finally put some images on their media press site. So, you know, I love when people put their stuff on their press sites because I get to post them and don't have to worry about any infringements or anything like that. But let me see what Kevin's saying something. I'll take two, especially if it's in hot pink. My girl takes hot pink. tell Adelina she can definitely take a hot pink one, but you won't catch me in it. You will not catch me in it. But anyway, yeah, going on to Lordstown. I found it. Oh, smart idea. Cool. Oh, give me a second. Some car stuff. Let me just tell him it's in the door jam. I forgot to tell him that. Business never sleeps no matter what I'm doing, guys. Let me just send this out. Jab, I spelled that wrong. Okay, so she said don't hate. tell her I ain't mad at her, player. I ain't mad at her. I ain't got no teeth in that game. I got no teeth in that game. But anyway, going back, Lordstown, they making basically electric vehicle work trucks and stuff like that, and they start off with their truck, the Endurance. So they have came out with some new pictures, and it looks a lot better in this color, because I think it was like a kind of like a grayish color that they had or something like that. But if you guys look at this picture, like, it looks so much better in this color, because I think this is a funny looking vehicle, especially the front end. It just looks funny. I don't know how I feel about it still whenever I look at it, but yeah, that's some of the pictures right there. You can see that on high on there and stuff like that. So let me move that out the way so you don't see all my tabs. But yeah, you can see the light LEDs. Those wheels are also kind of funny looking right there. You see a better picture of it right there. Like, those almost look like copper. Like, I wonder if they like kind of signifying like copper pipe and stuff like that. But man, that's a funny looking vehicle. But these are some of the stuff that they're coming out with Lordstown, some more EV stuff, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they do, because what we're hearing is that I know they had merged with another company. I forgot what company it was, but they merged with another company a few months ago, and they're going to be doing a lot more stuff too, with not just trucks, but they're going to be doing fleet vehicles. I believe I've been hearing rumors about it, everything like that. Kevin says hella futuristic. Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing the real like futuristic looking vehicles coming out this year, especially since it's EV, because the cool thing is about electric vehicles, you're not tied down to a gasoline engine. So that means that you can save a lot of that space from the electric engine to kind of go a little bit more crazier with the design, because you don't have a motor, you know, you don't have a gas tank. You know, the other motors here, they take up space, the battery pack takes up space, but it doesn't take up as much. You know what I'm saying? So that's a cool thing about a lot of EV vehicles, that they can really start getting creative on the design. You're going to get more space. I believe that the front space is going to be huge, as you see already in all the Teslas. Once we start getting the Lucid motor vehicles start coming out, we're going to see it with those. We're going to start seeing it with some of the stuff like the Lyric, you know, all the other vehicles I've been showing. The Hummer, I know we're going to get some crazy stuff on that Hummer, man. I'm waiting for that Hummer, which we'll get to in a minute. But we're going to get a lot of stuff. And also, when you're talking about EV vehicles, you're talking about instant torque. I mean, that torque just goes as soon as you press the pedal. You don't have to build up for it. So if you guys ever see the charts where you've seen the vehicles where you got the horsepower and then the gasoline, the torque, you know, they don't start on the same thing, you know. So with electric vehicles, with that torque is right there as soon as you hit the gas let me say the electric. As soon as you hit the electric, see, we have to start changing the ways we say stuff. And considering that we're going to be looking at, at least in California, by the year 2035, where we're going to be mostly on electric vehicles, or at least all the new vehicles going to be electric. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what everybody start doing, and everybody taking their place, and all these corporations and all these companies start giving their own vision, their own artistry of what EV vehicles should be. We're going to be seeing a lot of, I believe, charging stations. We're going to be seeing a lot of interesting charging stations. So like, I know I got to look that video up for you guys one day. There was a Tesla station where they had like TVs in there, they had coffee, stuff to fix food or like a restaurant. They had recliners in there. It's pretty interesting what they're doing, because of course charging, you can't charge as fast as you can gas your vehicle up, so that's gonna be interesting. How about the pedal? Yeah, the pedals going to be traditional pedals. So you're not going to see anything different with the pedals as far as I know. The pedal's going to look exactly the same. So I don't know why YouTube keeps on saying this. I'm dropping in people. I don't know why. But I know you guys are still there. YouTube is acting funky today. But anywho, that is the Lordstown Motor Endurance in white. Pretty looks cool, right? So now, talking about Hummer, we will see a couple of commercials. Some of you might have already seen, because, and you guys know I'm so pumped for this vehicle right here, because I've been waiting for the past few months for this vehicle to be unveiled. And it's finally, as of this Tuesday, that's 2 days away, guys, this thing's going to be unveiled. So let me see if we get some activity. Oh, I was saying instead of saying gas, say pedal. Oh, I got you, Kevin. Okay. So say, give it some pedal. Oh, I got you. I have to see how that works, I guess, because again, all new vehicles by the year 2035 in California, it's going to be electric eventually. And I think, and I believe it in my heart, that a lot of the other states are going to start following too. It's going to be the wave of the future. We're really trying to get these emissions down. We're trying to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and stuff like that. So electric is going to play a big role, and not just in vehicle, guys. We're going to start seeing it more for, renewable energy stuff. We're going to start seeing more air power. We're going to see a lot. Solar power is going to be the next big thing, especially in hot states like us in California, Arizona, I almost say Utah ain't hot, Nevada, stuff like that, where you got a lot of sunshine, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how all this stuff just starts moving along. It's going to be real interesting to see, what's the experience of buying an electrical vehicle. What is the experience of making sure that when you go to your house, I can plug in my vehicle and charge it within a couple of hours and have enough charge to go to and from work? Or I can fully charge it and take a trip all the way out to Las Vegas without having to stop anywhere. There's still a lot of questions, but I think we're starting to see it, especially, you guys know I love the Lucid Motor stuff. And when they start announcing that they're going to have a 517 mile range, I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's just awesome, So, to get to the Hummer. I'm gonna get to the Hummer. I'm sorry. I went on a little bit of a tear right there. So anyway, we got a couple of videos or so. I did, what was that? Was that something? Or was that me? That was something sounds loud. I don't know what the heck that was, but anywho, let's go on to the next video. Let's check it out. Or actually 2 video, guys.
The real revolutionaries, the ones that change the game forever, understand that strength is never enough. Evolving, imagining, seeing the world not as it is, but how it could be. That's how true greatness is realized. That is how you change the world.
Yeah, man. Oh yes, like word. And I don't know, like, I think what even makes me more excited about this vehicle is when I start seeing some of the specs, guys. 1,000 horsepower, 11,000. And this is the craziest thing about EVs, man. The amount of pound-foot of torque, 11,500. Like, EV vehicles have some crazy amount of torque, man. Open air infinity roof. 0 to 6. Okay, so the e-Tron we just said was 5.1 seconds in 0 to 60. This thing is probably gonna be like 6,000 pounds, I'm sure, that can do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, guys. 3 seconds. Let's give it a hand clap for that. Yeah! Like, dude, honestly, this thing will be scary if somebody abused this vehicle on the road. Like, if you see somebody going fast on this vehicle, like, this is gonna be a hefty vehicle that's barreling down the road that can do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Like, come on, like, man. Like, dude, that's gonna be crazy. Adrenaline mode, which my take of adrenaline mode is probably gonna be the same like Tesla's ludicrous mode, where it just gives all available battery power to go fast, which is probably gonna be relating to that 0 to 60 time. The crab mode, just like you guys just seen, I mean, that crab mode is probably one of the most interesting things about this vehicle. Like, I cannot wait to see how crab mode works. Like, really, like, what is it going to do? Like, go diagonally to the side, can you control it? Can you control the tilt of it? Just moving it side to side. Can you parallel park with crab mode? Dude, if you can parallel park with crab mode, can you imagine just going into the space like without backing up, going forward? That's going to be a game changer. The Ultium battery, super fast charging, which I'm glad to start seeing a lot of people say super fast charging, next gen Super Cruise, modular sky panels, ultra vision cameras, and of course production is going to start next year. Let's talk about this for a little bit, guys. I want to read you guys' comments. I want to see what you guys think about this vehicle too. I was never really a fan of the Hummer. I have respected, because when I went with my uncles one time to go out to what used to be what's called a Main Street in Motion down in, I believe it was at the farm, which, man, I wish they would have brought back, but they never brought it back. I was in my young 20s, I think, when they had that stuff where you can go around the tracks and drive the car. They did have the Hummer there. So, I test drove the Hummer out there, and they had some obstacle courses and stuff. We was rolling over bumps, we was going over hills and stuff like that. I respect the Hummer, but I still wasn't a huge fan of it. You guys also know my day job, I work as an auto tech, so I, put in electrical systems, radios, alarm system, cameras, whatever. I've worked on a lot of Hummers. Some of those things take a while to take apart too, to get to the radio and stuff like that. But they're built pretty solid. I've never had one really act up. and it is a big menacing vehicle. You know, I don't think everybody can just drive that vehicle because those vehicles are obviously, you know, radiating off the Humvees. I think when this new one comes out, it's going to gain a lot of popularity. I don't think GM is going to do us wrong in this one, you know, because we all know GM got rid of the Hummer brand, so there's no more Hummer brand. But I think they made a good decision by bringing the Hummer brand to GMC, and you know, letting GMC give their take on this brand. And I mean, just look at the lights. Just look at the LED lights, man. Like, just look at this. You know what I'm saying? Look at how those the LED low beams are shaped, man. And then you got LEDs throughout the Hummer lettering right there. You know, with the GMC logo right down here. Like, man, I don't know, because you see a side marker right here, so I'm going to guess that you got a lot of extra space right here. So some of this will give you some extra side marker probably, or maybe it's bright enough. Who knows? But it's going to be very interesting. And there's going to be 2 models of this too. That's the amazing thing. So if you see in the video, actually, let me see if I can scroll back to the end of that other video. Let me see if I can scrub it. I don't even want to play the video. I just want to. So you guys see, so let's see. I should have took a screenshot of this. And why are we not going? Why are we not going? Oh, don't tell me you're crashing. Don't tell me you're gonna crash. Wow, that really just happened. That really just happened, guys. Give me a minute. The Hummer's so hot it crashed on me. Cancel. I don't want to report the problem. Give me to my document. All right, give me a minute. Let me load this back in. Let me go to the slide, and we're gonna start from there. Let me see. Oh, I gotta activate my office remote, which is active. Let me take it off and put it back on. There we go. Put it back on. Reconnect. Let me go to the main slide. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why this sucker crashed. Go ahead, change my scene. There we go. Okay, let me get this back working real quick. Let me close out this app on my phone. Close. Open up. Tech Raising. And then let's go back. And then once it's look like we're kind of good, so let's go. Maybe we'll watch the Hummer again. Yeah, see, it's kind of still acting a little wanky here because it won't even let me choose the individual slides. Let me close this app. See. Okay, we got it almost back up. Let me go ahead and play that. Hit that. Hit that. And it's not showing my picture showing on. Let me exit. Because see, the cool thing about doing this stuff is that I can see all the scenes and stuff through the phone. So I just want to be able to play it. But anyway, I guess we can keep on talking about the Hummer while I'm figuring out these technical issues. But what do you guys think about that Hummer? Honestly, let me see. We got some comments here. If you got boxed in, you can crab walk out. That, oh, Kevin, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. That really is a good one. Okay, some of the pictures are populating. I might not get all of them. might just have to deal without it. I'll just have control, and that's about it. That's a good one, Kevin. Honestly, that really is a good one. Let me see. Tristan says it's just all right. Somebody doesn't like the Hummer, but I don't think we've seen everything there is to see with this thing yet. You know what I'm saying? So we have to still wait and see what this new Hummer is going to be about. And it's populating. This is populating slowly. Surely but slowly. Okay, there it goes, loading up a lot faster. So I'll let this load a little bit. But I'm all up for this Hummer, man. I don't know what they're gonna surprise me with. I might try to live stream it, maybe. What is this coming? Oh, let me click on that so that can go away. I like the Hummer, and even though we saw in the pictures of the Audis, I'm just letting it load up. And I think almost everything, yes, we're almost there to the GMC part. So we're loading up. There we go. Waiting for my presenter to load the sucker up. Let me see, is this? There we go. I think we're back up, guys. I think we're back up. Go back. I just want to show like this one little part. Okay. Do I have my window open? That might be why I heard that big clunk earlier. Let me play these commercials. I'm gonna go ahead and play these commercials over real quick, guys. Let me see what's going on. Okay. And we're back. I was wondering where we was hearing all those weird sounds from. But yeah. So anyway, I think the software finally loaded it up. I'm not sure why it froze up. But let me see if we can go back, like we was looking at, to these vehicles. So as you can see, trying to get right. Okay, so you guys see right here, right? So you see that? So that's one design of the vehicle right there. Okay, so that's one design. And then you're gonna have, if you fast forward, don't tell me you're gonna freeze up again. You better not. You better not. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on with this software today, guys. Maybe I shouldn't rewind it. Maybe I shouldn't rewind it. Let me see. Document recovery. Yeah, no crap. Recovery files. Save the one you wish to save. Okay. Maybe I just won't go back. I don't know what's going on with PowerPoint today. I know there was just an update, and I think this update's messing with my files. So I'm gonna have to check this out later. Maybe I have to just clear the computer, but let's just move ahead, and we'll just start off on this slide right here. Let me close out the office remote. Let me see. Close out. Lost connection. Open back. Connection. Cool. Let me get back to that one. Awesome. Okay. We won't rewind because it's just for some reason it seems like whenever I'm rewinding, it's like freezing up. So we won't do it. But you guys see what I'm talking about with that. So anywho, sorry about the technical issues. I'm not sure why I was doing that today. But we'll just go ahead and go on to our next subject, which is, should we go? Jeez, PowerPoint. What's going on? There we go. So we go on to Sony. Thanks guys for supporting me. I'm not sure what the heck is going on with PowerPoint today, man. PowerPoint's usually like solid all the time. Like I never have it. If there's one software I don't have an issue with, usually it's gonna be PowerPoint. So I am not sure what's going on today. But anywho, we're going on to some PlayStation news. And look, we got some people already saying PlayStation. So yeah, we're definitely going on to some PlayStation stuff. And let me actually get my other window back so I can see my previews. So yeah, we got a lot of talk of Sony. So the cool thing about what happened with Sony this week is we have honestly a lot of news with the PlayStation. So the cool thing about it is, well, there's a couple of things that we've been hearing. So this one thing is controversial. Excuse me. We've had where Sony has announced that for the PlayStation and PS5 is that they're going to be going into the chat, and like say if you're in a game and somebody says something like real offensive to you, you can submit it to Sony. Now you have to make sure it's offensive because they will like ban people that abuse the system. But you know, for people, you know, everybody try to be cool online and stuff like that, but then you get a couple of idiots once in a while. You are able to submit a voice recording, and I know Kevin talks about this a lot, where you know, where people comes out and be saying some stupid stuff, and you know, they be cussing you, calling out your name and stuff like that. It doesn't happen often like it used to, I think, on the beginning of all this, but it still happens. I had it to where I was playing with one of my friend's daughters, and he had said some stuff, and I had to basically defend her, and you know, I got on him real bad. But it's like there's no need for people to act stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that's human nature, but we deal with so much in life as it is. When we get online, like, and play a game, we just want to enjoy ourselves. Yeah, you can do a little bit of trash talking, nothing wrong with that. But then when you're going above and beyond and doing stupid stuff, I mean, it's like it takes it away. And then, you know, you got some people that, you know, they're dealing with like different things, you know, mental stuff, you know. So it's like there's no need for somebody talking bad about somebody else online, but it is what it is. We got a couple of quotes here. So this is the details on a new chat functionality coming to the PlayStation 5. So we'll go ahead and I'll have you guys read along with me on some of this stuff. Let's go ahead and bring out the first comment. So this is done by Catherine Jensen, one of the community managers for PlayStation. She says that managing online safety is an important part of ensuring that we believe it's critical that gamers be able to quickly and accurately report abuse or harassment if they experience it while on the PlayStation network. As part of this initiative, we've been preparing to roll out a new feature on the PS5 console that enables gamers to report verbal harassment through a new voice chat reporting function. Its sole purpose is to help in reporting of inappropriate behavior, including actions that violate our community code of conduct. Please note that this feature will not actively monitor or listen in on your conversation. That's important to note, guys, right there. It's not going to actively you know, listen on your conversation. So basically with that part right there, she's saying oops, sorry, let's go back. She's saying that you know, it's not just going to listen to you. You know, somebody has to report it. Actively listening in on your conversations ever, and is strictly reserved for reporting online abuse or harassment. Okay, let's go to the next one. PlayStation gamers learned about this new function in an unexpected way following the recent PS4 8.00 system update. We didn't clearly communicate this feature or explain why we were introducing it, and we apologize for that. When the PS5 console launches in November, PS5 users will be able to chat with PS4 users, which is why we needed to include an advisory with the latest PS4 system update. So they didn't really announce this feature, which, yeah, Sony should have announced it. They should have just rolled it out. And sometimes, you know, when you got so many people working on this stuff, sometimes stuff do get mixed up. But to me, that was a big one that, you know, somebody at Sony should have made this priority to announce it or post it on the blog at least or something like that. We go to the next one right here. We should have more clearly explained why this function was being rolled out, along with details on how it will work on a PS5 console. Actually, let me, because I got these words up, so let me just blow it up full screen anyway. We should have more clearly explained why this function was being rolled out, along with details on how will it work on a PS5 console. So let me walk you through that now. Once the PS5 console launches, if a PS5 player needs to file a harassment report, they will be able to include up to a 40-second long voice chat clip in their report. 20 seconds of the main conversation with the other player, plus an additional 10 seconds before and after the conversation selected. Only the most recent 5 minutes of a voice chat will be available for the player to use for this reporting function. So basically, this thing's going to report like only 5 minutes. So you only get 5 minutes to and from before you have to report somebody verbally abusing you. Okay? These reports can be submitted directly through the PS5 console and will be sent to our consumer experience team for moderation, who will then listen to the recording and take action if needed. Some submitted reports won't be valid, and our team will take this as an opportunity to provide guidance and education. There won't be an option to opt out of this voice chat recording function because we want all users to feel safe when playing with others online, not just those that enable it. Okay, so did you guys pretty much get the gist of what Catherine was saying in this post? Anybody have any questions with that? Basically, I'll go on and I'm of course reading your chats. Basically what they're saying is, if you get verbally abused, which I've had, but I can hold my own, so it's not, for me, it's not a big deal, you know what I'm saying, because somebody try to say something to me, it's gonna be some clapback, you know. I remember when I was on the PS2 and I was playing online, and some guys, well, I wouldn't say it was verbally abused, it was more trash talking, but they was all trash talking, oh, you lame, this and that other, you know, saying some curse words, whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, really? So at the end of that match, it was SOCOM, by the way, too. At the near the end of the match, all my teammates died. It was those same two people, and I'm like, okay. So I had to get they was the last two alive on the other team. So I saw one. I hid behind one of the buildings. I seen one come out the hole under the prison. Got him. And then I seen the other one. I kind of ran into him, so I had to firefight with him, down him, and won the match. These dudes were so pissed they left the game. So it's like, you know, it's like, come on, people, we're on here to have some fun. You know, we ain't here to be doing that stupid stuff. But you know, human nature, you're gonna get those idiots that goes out there and gonna want to cause, you know, something stupid, or want to, you know, make somebody feel down, especially when you're in an age where people's dealing with like depression and a lot of the mental issues and stuff like that. Like, it's not worth, you know, going and trying to make somebody else's life miserable on a video game system. But it happens, and this is why I think Sony's taking this stance. Microsoft, from what I understand, already had this feature already for a while now. I know this was very controversial. A lot of people were saying online, where you taking away our freedoms, blah blah blah, this and that other. Well, you have nothing to worry about if you are not if you're not doing anything, you know. If you're not doing anything, you have nothing to worry about, basically. So I don't know why people's complaining, because, you know, oh, they're recording us. Well, guess what's always forever recording you no matter what? This. You cannot tell me that your smart device or your smartphone is active every time with your Series, with your Googles, with your Cortanas, you know, with your Amazon Assistant, you know, with the what's the Amazon Alexa, with the Alexa features. You cannot tell me that these devices are not running 24/7, recording everything from your conversation, recording every time you talk to it, recording your text messages, stuff like that. So for people to complain like, oh, why Sony's doing this, I can kind of see why Sony's doing this, because I've experienced some of this stuff. I've recently experienced some of this stuff. So I don't fully blame Sony for this. Maybe they said that mentioned it a little bit beforehand, but I do not blame them for coming up with a feature like this, because if people verbally abusing them, and some people are like, well, just block them. Yeah, you can block them, but what if they keep on doing somebody else and doing somebody else, and somebody has extreme depression? They go out and do something bad, you know, that nobody wants. This is not what this is supposed to be about, you know? So I don't mind Sony doing this, because this is something that probably won't get used a lot. You know, now you probably get those dummies that go ahead and abuse their rights and stuff like that, and start reporting it. But they already said if you give like 3 or 4 false reports, they're gonna ban you for a little bit. So you don't want to just automatically send out a report and be like, oh well, this is you know what's the words for it? This is somebody's abusing me, and it was just little friendly trash talk. So, you know, I don't think this is a bad feature. I don't think it's extremely good either, but it's something that's necessary because of what people's been doing online. And I feel like there should be nobody verbally abusing people or threatening people online. That's just my take. And if you have to do that, you got some other issues in your life you have to correct. So Sony, with them on that one. For anybody that says that Sony was bad, I don't think you really understand why they did this. You know, Sony's not the only one. Facebook does it. Twitter does this. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that verbally abuse it, if somebody reports it, they review it, they'll you know, they'll give you warnings, they'll kick you off, they'll ban you permanently. This is nothing new. PlayStation is social media now, guys. Microsoft Xbox is social media. You know? So we have to understand the ways of the world and people doing stupid stuff that cause for these companies to do this, because at the end of the day, these companies want money, but they also want to make sure it's safe so people can feel good about their purchases. So I don't blame Sony at all for doing this at all. Anybody that gets mad, because I heard my MBG, the guy I watched, he was like, oh, this is dumb, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's stupid. I don't think he fully understands why Sony did this, you know? So I'm with Sony on this one. You know, this feature's already out on the PS4 from what I understand. And we'll see what happens, but I don't think this is anything bad. I think it's very necessary compared to what's been happening in the world lately, you know? So that's that. That's PlayStation. So I know I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I just was looking at this and hearing people saying a lot of this stuff online and stuff like that. And I just feel like, you know, hey, what is it going to hurt? If you're not doing anything, it's not going to hurt you. You know, it's really not going to hurt you. So anyway, moving on from that subject, we will be talking about the PlayStation 5's UI, but or what they call UX, their user experience. But before we get to that, I want to throw out a little nugget right here. We've been going back and forth. A lot of people have been going back and forth on why Sony hasn't sold the UI and all this. So they finally sold it this week. And there's, you know, a lot of comparison, of course, with Microsoft Xbox. Now, Microsoft Xbox. Oh no, let me start with the PlayStation 5. So the PlayStation 5 user interface is going to be running at 4K resolution, which is awesome, right? Very awesome. Awesome stuff. Now, the Xbox Series, which includes the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. Their user interface runs at 1080p, guys. What? 1080p. Bro, like, damn. 1080p? Like, really? So, now, in all honesty, this is not a big deal. But when you're talking about a next generation console, when you're trying to convince somebody to buy a $500 system, and that's just the system, we're not talking about all the games and stuff like that. And we also talking about these game systems are also media players too. They play your Netflix, they play your YouTube, they play Hulu, they play Vudu, they play Twitch, they play whatever you're on. You know, you got to try to convince people of spending your hard-earned cash and upgrading your TV equipment and everything like that to get these systems, right? So there was a lot of talk about, well, you know, it shouldn't matter that much with, you know, Xbox running 1080p, which it shouldn't. And no, Microsoft can upgrade this at any time they can. But to me, it's like going into the next generation system. You're only reducing yourself down to 1080p when you're promoting 4K. And I think this has a lot to do with, you know, going on and even looking back at the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. Same thing. The PS5 was so 4K. The Xbox One was so 1080p, which that wasn't that hard to understand because honestly, this current generation was mainly 1080p. But you're pushing 4K. Why not make those graphics 4K? You had how many years and how many people, and Microsoft got bank out the in-game more than Sony will ever have. Like Microsoft's probably like one of the, I would say top 5, at least gotta be a minimum of top 10 top companies in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you guys couldn't get nobody do 4K images for your UI. You know, that's kind of odd, especially when you're pushing as the most powerful console in the world. Like, come on, Microsoft. Like, I don't know why. Like, again, it's not a huge deal because it's a user interface, but I don't see why they couldn't make this 4K. You're advertising this is the most powerful system, so make it the most powerful system. You should be saying, hey, we could do 8K or maybe, you know, something like that. So I don't understand why they're not Sony in 4K, but who knows? But I just wanted to touch on that subject a little bit. But let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to we're going to be showing off the UI. Let me go back. We're going to be showing off the UX experience for PlayStation. I think this is about 10-11 minutes long, so I'm going to show that live right here on the Keyse review. And go ahead and enjoy, guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Hideaki Nishino, and I head up PlayStation's platform planning and management team, which includes product and UX design. Today, we are finally going to give you a look at the PlayStation 5 user experience. We will see some of the features that enable games to work together with the hardware network to deliver a truly next-generation experience. Our vision for a PS5 user experience is simple. We believe that your playtime is valuable and should be meaningful. PlayStation team members from all around the world work to deliver a PS5 experience that is completely centered on you, the player, connecting you with a great play and a passionate community of gamers. With a look and feel that's designed for 4K TVs, the PS5 user experience was built from the ground up to take advantage of the console capabilities, complementing the transformative games coming with this new generation. I should note that this video tour is from a pre-production environment on the PS5 console, so there may be a few small wrinkles or minor changes once the console launches in November. And now, let's check it out, courtesy of our own Sid Schumann.
Thanks, Nishino-san. Welcome to your new PlayStation 5 console experience. This time, we've started up from rest mode. We've already created an account and signed into PlayStation Network, so let's log in. In this case, I've resumed right where I left off in Sackboy: A Big Adventure, and here we're looking at PlayStation 5's Control Center. From here, it's one click and we're right back into the game, but let's take a moment and look around. The Control Center is always one tap of the PlayStation button away. It provides immediate access to almost everything you need from the system without leaving the game. This includes things like seeing who is online, checking the status of a download, managing your controller, power, and more. These colorful characters are called cards, and they let you interact with games and the system in a variety of ways. First, as we've just resumed, the Control Center is showing a special card that allows me to get up to date on recent stories posted by publishers for games I am following. Another card here shows me recent media I've captured from my gameplay using the Create button on the DualSense controller. Let's check out one of the most powerful new features of the PS5 console. They're actually just to the right in this row, and we call them activities. Activities are part of the plan to remove barriers to gameplay. Let's get an example of one way they're used in Sackboy: A Big Adventure. With a tap of the PlayStation button, I'm back to playing the game. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is packed with things to discover, and each level represents one type of activity I can play, many of which I can go back to later to discover more. I tap the PlayStation button to bring up the Control Center again. I can see a number of available activities, both active and suggested by the system. Let's take this first one, A Big Adventure, as an example. I can see that I haven't quite completed this level yet. I'm at 33%. Let's open it up and see more. Here I can see more information, including key objectives I haven't met. And I'm seeing a very important piece of information here. It says about 10 minutes left. This is PlayStation 5's personalized playtime estimate, giving me an idea how long it will take me to complete this activity. Some activities even let you jump directly to that place in the game. But there's more to see here. For another example, let's open that activity back up. It looks like I missed an objective to find the monk robe's costume piece. Looks like I need a little help. Some in-game activities, like this one, offer official game help. Game help is included as a benefit for active PlayStation Plus members in some PS5 games. In this case, I can open up that objective to get some hints without resorting to a web search or digging through long videos or articles that might contain spoilers. This particular hint is a video, and I can play it here in the card, and I can expand it to get a bigger view without leaving the game. Sometimes it's really useful to be able to see the hint on screen while you play. Some cards can be put in a picture-in-picture mode, or, as shown here, a side-by-side view. Super cool. And if you pin a card, you can access it via the Control Center at any time. Now let's go find those rascally monk robes. Thanks, Game Help. The team at PlayStation wanted to make it really easy to chat with your friends on the PlayStation 5 console, so let's check out how it works. Here, I'm opening an interactive notification with a tap of the PlayStation button, and I've decided to join the voice chat that my friend just entered. Now, my friend could have done this on the PlayStation app for mobile devices, from a PS4, or in this case, from a PS5. The DualSense controller features an integrated microphone too, so I could start talking right away. But I always have the ability to hit the mute button on the controller or in the menus. Parties take on an expanded role with PS5, and they now provide persistent spaces to connect with groups that you play with. Here I have a couple of friends chatting away in the party. One of them has started sharing their screen with the group. Looks like they're playing Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. We can chat while we play, and I can watch his progress as well. This is another card that could be put in picture-in-picture mode, or pinned to the side while you play. You can access it anytime via the Control Center too, but let's dismiss it for now. Okay, let's review. So far, we've seen how activities on PS5 will make it easier and faster to hop back into PS5 games, and how you can get in-game help and chat with your friends. So that leaves online multiplayer gaming. Let's check it out. I see that some of my friends are online, so it's time to say goodbye to Sackboy for now and spin up a match of Destruction All-Stars. One of my friends in the party has already started a match, and we can join them from this card in Control Center. And there we go. Destruction All-Stars now quickly starts thanks to PS5's ultra-high-speed SSD. Okay, I think we've got enough people on our party, so let's jump in. We're keeping the focus on PS5's user experience today, so let's zip ahead so we can see more. And just like that, we're in. We don't have time to play a full match today, but I do think we have time to take a quick photo. To do that, I'll just tap the Create button on the DualSense controller. PS5 is always capturing recent gameplay, but when you compose a shot, even using in-game photo mode, you can capture a high-quality screenshot here. This optimizes capturing the moment, letting you review and choose to share later on. I should mention, screenshots and video can be captured at up to 4K on the PS5 console. Okay, so far we've shown off how to jump into activities, how to chat with your friends, get into groups together to play, capturing gameplay, all of that while in-game. But what if I want to play a different game? Welcome to the PlayStation 5 home screen. This is where you'll land when you start up from a powered off state, and where you'll go when you want to choose a new game to play or download. The layout of the space is designed to present games and game content beautifully on a 4K display, with simple and super fast access to what you need. And in case you're wondering, media-related apps will have their own space like this one, but today we're focused on gaming. Each game has its own hub completely integrated, so all you need to do is scroll down to see activities you can jump right into. Video clips, stories about the game, DLC, and more. Backward-compatible PS4 titles will benefit from some of these features too. Let's move one spot to the left and check out Explore, which brings together all your games. We saw a view of this from the Control Center earlier, and another view will also be in the new PlayStation app for mobile devices. Explore keeps you in the loop with official stories from PlayStation and from all the games you're following, including trending media from the community. We'll be testing and learning about this feature in the US at launch, so not everyone will have this on day one, but it gives you a good idea of the direction. And this is PlayStation Store for PS5. It's completely integrated into the system. It's not a standalone app anymore. Browsing for new games to play will be easier thanks to the speed of PS5 and a more personalized store experience. And here, you'll be able to browse the latest games and deals. You'll find PS5 games and many backward-compatible PS4 games too. I'm sad to say, but we are almost out of time. So let's pull up Control Center one more time with a tap of the PlayStation button. On our way out, why don't we quickly share that photo we took in Destruction All-Stars? We can find recently captured media in this handy card in Control Center. From here, we can do some quick edits, but I think I'm ready to share it right now. On PlayStation 5, I have the option to share videos and images to supported external services, or I can send them directly to one of my parties. Remember, parties are bigger than just voice chat now, so I'll select one of my favorite parties here. Let's attach a quick message here. The DualSense controller makes this really easy. PlayStation 5 supports voice dictation in a number of languages, so you no longer have to type messages with the keyboard if you don't want to. Simply select the microphone button. Here's a cool detail. If my friend hasn't yet played the activity where I captured this media, and the game's developer thinks that activity might contain spoilers, they'll receive a warning before they view it. Well, that's it for our demo. There are many more exciting features we couldn't get to today, but we're super excited to share more of the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation app user experience with you in the coming weeks headed to launch. And of course, this was just a first look at what fans could expect on day one. The team at PlayStation is committed to evolving this experience with our community in the months ahead. We look forward to sharing more. Thanks for watching.
All right, how you guys like that? That was amazing, man. That surely was amazing. So hopefully you guys like that video. They sold a lot of stuff in there, man. They really did sell a lot of stuff. The cool thing was that they completely revamped the UI, or what they like to call the UX experience inside the PlayStation 5. It's still the same basic concepts of what was in the PS4, but basically you have a lot more options. It looks a lot quicker. It looks more simplistic. Excuse me. It looks more simplistic and things like that. So even like you seeing right here on this B-roll of the video, you know, you hit the PlayStation button and then it comes up and populates with the users and stuff like that. And then I'm almost afraid to fast forward this. I don't want it to freeze again. But then you have the cards that they was talking about. On the cards, you can select and they do different stuff. You know, you can go to a game, you can resume where you left off, all that good stuff. Also like the new share feature where you can share it and then you can share it to a group. Now, what he was saying inside the video was that, hey, groups are not just about voice chats anymore, because if you played on the PlayStation 4, you know that you get into a group to voice chat. But it seems like they're going to advance that a lot now. It's going to be a lot more social, you know. So you used to be able to play like videos. You'd be able to post screenshots and maybe give text and tips and stuff like that, or have a snippet of a video on how to get past a level, stuff like that. So real pretty cool stuff, you know. Also, I like, and I mentioned this in the chat, is how they actually showed off some gameplay of Sackboy Adventures and Destruction All-Stars. So that was pretty cool. They snuck that in there too. I don't think a lot of people caught on to that, you know, because everybody's paying attention to the UI and everything like that. So, and I mean, this looks so much cleaner, and I like it, like a lot of the options at the bottom as opposed to like the top or coming out the side. So I like that a lot more too. And then you can see like right here, they're showing off the cards and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, I like this. The picture-in-picture feature too. That's pretty interesting because, you know, that was one of the biggest Xbox feature, was the picture-in-picture from the Xbox One, where you can look at TV and then do it for the games. But this kind of keeps it more in the games itself, you know. And just seeing like a lot of these cards and stuff like that, I mean, it looks like it's going to be very, very good. I really can't wait to get my hands on one of these guys. I just can't secure a pre-order right now. Like, I've been looking, I haven't looked today, but I've been looking almost every day, late at night, you know. Like, I know there's got to be some more pre-orders that's going to come out. We've heard of a third round of pre-orders coming out. We just don't know when. So whenever they do come out with that, I'm gonna definitely hit you guys up and let you guys know on my social media pages, on my Facebook and Twitter. Hey, sign up for this stuff like as soon as you get it. You know, I'm gonna get mine first though. I'm gonna make sure mine is ordered first, but I will definitely hit you guys up when they get some more pre-orders, as soon as I hear it too, you know. So again, I love that this is so fluid, and then like I like how they show the activities right here, where, you know, oh, takes about 10 minutes, you know, roughly. Like, that's interesting how they doing this stuff right here, you know. It's a whole lot of stuff, man. Really, really a whole lot of stuff, and I'm happy that you know, Sony is basically coming out, you know, giving you the good stuff and giving us a lot of great features for this system. Like, honestly, guys, I'm gonna be realistic. I think they probably underpriced the PS5 just so people wouldn't complain. To me, I get sick of people complaining about the price sometimes. Now, I'm not saying that Sony should just charge $1,000. I'm not saying that, but I mean, I think these should have been priced at like, you know, $500 and $600. You know, that's what one of my estimates was. You know, $500 and $600. So, you know, we did hit the $500 price point, but you know, we didn't hit the digital edition right here is going to be about $400, and then the regular version, the disc version, is going to be about $500. I just feel like, man, we're getting so much stuff for these systems. It's going to be amazing, you know. Now, I'm glad it's $500 for the regular PlayStation 5, but you know, I just, man, I hope Sony makes a lot of money off of this somehow, because I just feel like they kind of undercutting like all these features they have in this system, man. So, you know, good job, Sony. Bravo. Let's give a hand clap to Sony. So, let's move on. So, here's a company that you guys hear me talk about a lot, and this is from OnePlus. So, for those of you guys that know, OnePlus is one of these phone companies that's based out of, I believe, China, and they are very, very popular. And I've been following this company, and I've been raving about them a lot. I'm calling this the company that can possibly even take over Samsung and Apple one day, or at least be number 3. You know what I'm saying? They unveiled their new phone, the OnePlus 8T, and we got a couple of video of that. So let's go ahead and let's watch a couple of those videos. Too shabby, huh, guys? How y'all like that OnePlus, man? Dude, those OnePlus, man, dude. OnePlus has been impressing me, man. Like, and this 8T, note, this will be in the US. I believe it releases, I didn't get the release date on it, did I? I know it's releasing soon. I'll try to have that release date for you guys. Let me see if I can find it on my new Surface Duo here. Let's go ahead and check out 8T release dates. But let me go ahead and play this B-roll. I mean, there's these slides for you so you can see some pictures. So here's the colors that they're going to be coming out with, and it's a nice looking phone, guys. Like, it does have a camera bump, which you guys know I do not like camera bumps, but the camera bump don't look that bad. And then here's like their canvas right here that they've been going out with. So that's a canvas, and it's just a beautiful looking phone, man. It really is. It really is. So this is the third, I think the third one in the 18 line. So the cool thing about this, as you guys want to see the specs, this thing has a lot of like high-end $1,000 phone plus specs for a cheap price. And this thing, this is about $750. So let me see. Jania says, okay, OnePlus, I see you. I like the colors. And then as it actually comes to US, yes, I can officially confirm, guys. And I couldn't say this about the Nord because the Nord we don't know, but this phone is officially coming out to the United States of America. So let's give a couple of hand claps for that one. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, this thing's awesome. So you can see there a couple of the things. So you're seeing the haptic feedback. You're seeing the sound, which has dual speakers, and I'll go over the specs in a minute. But it has that, and then there's the supercharge. That thing's gonna be nuts. That thing really is gonna be nuts, man. And this, I think this is gonna be the fast. They have the fastest charger out of any phone out there. Let me see. Do they say the date? I just want to know the date. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is from what, CNET, I think it is, or Business Insider, which is a legit source. So it's available to pre-order, so you can pre-order this phone right now. It says the OnePlus 8T with the highest specs features seems affordable in the comparison with the phones with similar specs that sell for $1,000, which I was saying. This phone's going to be $750. This will be available to pre-order now, T-Mobile, and the phone will be released, available to buy on October 23rd. So let's give another hand clap. October 23rd, guys. So that's amazing. That really, really is amazing. So, you know, we got a few specs right here, and then I'll go ahead and we'll change the slide right over. So here's the specs right here, guys. So you got a 6.5 inch screen, 2400 by 1080 p resolution, 402 pixel per inch, 120 guys, 120 hertz. The new iPhone, which we're going to go over in a minute, does not have 120 hertz processing on the display, which I do even admit is not a huge thing that the screen can do 120 hertz. But you know, when you're comparing it to $1,000 phone, a $750 phone that has 120 hertz AMOLED with Gorilla Glass on it, that's pretty damn impressive, man. You got HDR and 4K on there. You got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, a high-end processor. That's the top of the line right there. That's in this $750 phone. It's got the Adreno 650 graphics processor on it. You got 8 gigabytes or 12 gigabytes of RAM, so you can, you know, choose different RAM, which probably be a more expensive version of the phone. You can do 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage. It has a Sony sensor inside this phone. Actually, you got 2 Sony sensors for the camera inside this phone. 48 megapixel, 16 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel micro lens, and 2 megapixel monochrome. And it has a 16 megapixel front selfie camera. That is also the second Sony display. Dual LED flash, face unlock, so you can lock it by your face like Windows Hello, basically. You got aptX, XD, LDAC, and AAC. So for the first 3 of those that I named, that's lossless technology to get high definition, high res audio from the Bluetooth onto your headphones. So hand clap right there. You know what I'm saying? It's got dual stereo speakers, noise cancellation support. It's got Dolby Atmos. You have the fingerprint reader in there. It's got the accelerometer in there, gyroscope, electronic compass, ambient light sensor, proximity sensor, sensor core, flicker detection sensor, and barometer. You also got 2 nano SIM slots on this phone. You have a 4,500 dude. The new Samsung Note has a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. That phone starts off at $1,300. This phone at $750 have a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. That's another hand clap, guys. I mean, OnePlus, thank you. The thing that I really want to talk a slight bit about is the warp charging. So OnePlus always had pretty good charging. Their warp charger is going to be a 65 watt charger, guys. So check this out. You can get your phone from basically being dead to about, what was it? About 50% charge in about 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes. You can charge this phone from 0 to 100 in less than an hour and a half. So, guys, less than, and I'm even probably exaggerating that. So the warp charger be able to charge this phone from 0 to full in about an hour and a half. Think about that. No phone on the market right now has a charging that fast. And from what Carl Pell was saying, who's the one of the top officers and one of the head, or one the head designer of OnePlus, the guy that pretty much co-owns it, he said that they was able to put a lot of the circuits inside the charger. And not only that, they made it to where it will be able to charge other devices, not at that speed, but you still be able to charge it basically, like say if you hook up your laptop, it'll drop down to about 35 watts. Other USB devices, it can do about 25 watts. But as far as a OnePlus phone, starting off with this one, 65 watt charging, that's 10 amps and 10 volts on 6.5 amps. And I mean, geez Louise, guys, like that's just nuts to have a phone charge in about an hour. Like, dude, like if I wasn't so in love with my Surface Duo, I might have to get that OnePlus, man. I might have to get that OnePlus. I might need a business phone in the future. Maybe we'll get a business phone in the future that's the OnePlus or something. I don't know. And of course, it's got USB-C 3.1 version. It's also got 5G. It's got 4x4 MIMO support, multiple in, multiple out support for those cellular networks. You got also another 2x2 MIMO Wi-Fi 5, so it's not on Wi-Fi 6, on Wi-Fi 5, so Wi-Fi AX for those of you that don't know what Wi-Fi 5 is. Off the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz bands. Also got Bluetooth 5.1, NFC, and GPS. The only thing that this phone is missing is wireless charging, but you have to sacrifice some stuff to get it down at that low price point. While I love wireless charging, I understand some manufacturers are not always coming up with it, especially because when you have something that can charge as fast as an hour, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. But I don't know, I just love my wireless charger. And that's one of the biggest things that I'm missing with my Duo right now is that wireless charger, man. Like I'd rather just wireless charge it. This device right here is so beautiful. I mean, geez Louise. Like, man, look, just clean. Like no screens when you close it. People's like, it should have a screen. Like, no, it shouldn't. Like, really, like if you're a Surface aficionado like I am, you know, I got my my Surface Pro 4 right here, and then I get now my Surface Duo. Like, you kind of understand what they're trying to accomplish with the Surface, but that's not here or there. Going back to OnePlus, the 8T. I mean, that's impressive specs for that. Let me see. Even Tristan Williams says Yahoo on that one. If he says Yahoo to this phone, that means something. Beautiful. Yeah. That's Jania says that's a nice phone for the reasonable price. I like it. Guys, that is a highly reasonable price. A highly reasonable price. Again, that battery, 4,500 milliamps, that comes in the Samsung Note 20 that costs a minimum of $1,300. So you're saying 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's about $650 less than, or the $550, I'm sorry, $550 less than the Note for all these features. That's crazy, man. I've seen a lot of response to this, and people are like, oh, well, it's kind of a confusing phone, blah, 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 because it's in between the line. But this phone is going to be useful for so many people that want a great flagship phone that can charge better than any other smart device in the market. You know what I'm saying? For a fraction of the cost. You know, Jania has said wireless charging isn't a big deal when you have all that for $750. That's exactly my point. Maybe you add another $100 for wireless charging, and from what I'm hearing, there's probably going to be an 8T Pro in the future, so maybe that has wireless charging. But again, that Warp charger, you know, to be able to charge the phone, and no, it comes in a box, and we're going to go over box stuff in a minute, but it comes in a box, 65 watts, can charge your phone in about an hour from 0 to 100. That's impressive. So, you know what? Another hand clap for OnePlus. It's like their logo says right over there, never settles, man. So do not settle if you're going with OnePlus. Great phone, great specs, $750, October 23rd, guys. If anybody gets that phone, let me know. Let me know, because I'm ready to see it, man. I've been trying to get a phone, but I don't think I have enough clout in the game right now. I got to get this YouTube channel up. If you guys watching me, make sure you hit that like button for me. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notifications, you know. Kevin Rodriguez says, you're loving on OnePlus. Kevin, again, if it wasn't for the Surface Duo coming out, I would probably be getting this phone. Like, no lie. I would probably be getting this OnePlus. Like, you know, like the only thing that stood in my way on that one was Microsoft. So y'all know I'm a big Microsoft fan, even though I talk about the Xbox, you know, but you know, for good reason. But man, that stuff is bananas, man. Like that OnePlus is really, really crazy, you know. So that's that, man. That's the OnePlus 8T. So now for our last subject of the day, we are going with Apple. So we know Apple had a big event this past week, and man, comments going crazy. Let me read some of this first. Tristan says my iPhone has MagSafe. We're about to go to iPhone, Tristan. Hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. And see, some of this software tripping. And YouTube, that's nothing on my end. So I'm not sure why YouTube saying we got 0 people and I got people constantly typing. That's just, I'm not sure why we're going through technical issues. Must be a full moon outside with the sun. Jania says you might see me with that phone. I hope you do get the phone. You let me know. Somebody's got to get this phone, man. Like OnePlus. I'm visiting OnePlus, that company that's really challenging Samsung and Apple. You know, OnePlus sponsors my dude Keyse and TKR here. Rep you right. Yeah, exactly. So, hey man, let's do it, man. I'm ready. You know, any company that might be watching this, man. Even though my channel's small right now, we're doing it big. You know, we got music going on and stuff like that. We're going to be doing some big promotion. We got a lot of stuff planned for next year. I got something special, if I can finish, next week coming out for you guys too. So make sure you guys tune in for the Keyse review. I might have some music dropping from an artist. We might be seeing it here first. I'm just saying. So make sure you guys come back next week. Got something big planned for you guys. But yeah, man, I'm trying to you know, have collaboration, trying to have some contacts. So if your company, OnePlus, Microsoft, Sony, hit a brother up, man. You know, I'll be glad to review your stuff right, man. You know, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion too, but you know, I'll push it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll push it. So anyway, let's go into some Apple news. Our final subject of the day. We heard rumors. So unfortunately, they did not announce this past week the new MacBook. So that's a boo for me. So they did not announce the new MacBook, so I was kind of excited for it. It is what it is, but from what I'm hearing is that they could be coming out with this device on a separate event, unveiling it in November the 17th. So this is what we got right here. So from whenever, or did I not make this click? There we go. From Blueblog's Mark Gurman. He had pretty much said the first Mac laptop with Apple's own processor, among other products, will emerge at another launch in November. Guys, why is Apple playing with this? Apple, why are you playing with this, man? Why are you guys taking so long? So I guess they got to have some spoiler stuff. But basically, Bloomberg is a top source, so they don't just be saying stuff just to be saying stuff. They're legit, saying that the first Mac laptop, among others, with Apple's own processor, will be coming out in November. So we could be seeing a Apple Silicon Mac very, very soon. Like basically right after the release of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. So we're going to be definitely seeing that, you know, hopefully comes out. So now, of course, people are like, oh, you know, you might be lying, blah, blah, this and that and other. Well, there was another source. So this tweet by John Prosser says, to confirm, there is a November ARM Mac event. I am hearing that the date is November 17th. So multiple people in the industry, and note, he got the little check mark, so he's somebody. Now, I've never heard of this guy, but he's somebody, you know, and he's confirming basically what was just announced from Mark Gurman, basically saying that Apple has confirmed there is a November event that's going to be dealing with Apple Silicon products that's coming out in November. So we're going to be seeing what will happen with that. But it'll be nice to see with Apple coming out with a product with the Apple Silicon, because, you know, me, even though I'm not the biggest Apple guy, I always love tech. I love to see tech progress. And this is going to be a game changer. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how all this stuff starts playing out. So let's hope we see the new MacBooks coming out next month. Other news, and let me go ahead and drink some water. And go ahead, comment, guys. How y'all guys feel about that Apple news, by the way, while I'm drinking some water? Oh, man. Love water. So, we have the Apple event, what did get played. So, we have the Mac Mini. I'm sorry. The HomePod Mini. So this thing, basically, if you guys have like your Alexa speakers or your Google speakers and everything like that, smart speaker is pretty much a growing space. So I have my Google speaker right here next to me, and they coming out. You know, I sold out some new stuff a couple of months ago, or a few episodes ago, I should say, and it's interesting to see this space is starting to blow up, you know? So Apple, of course, they don't want to be left out in the cold, and they come out with the HomePod Mini. Tristan says, Apple, say no more. So we got the Apple fans coming out, guys. We got the Apple fans coming out. Here we go. So we got this commercial that we're going to go ahead and play for you guys, and, you know, let's go ahead and watch it. Yes, sir. So there it is. So there's the HomePod. Let me go ahead and go to some slides, and this will just go ahead and roll. So this thing is going to have a few features. The HomePod Mini is what this is called. It's going to have the Apple Silicon S5 chip. It's said to have a 360-degree audio, which you'll see a picture with it inside. It has Siri control. Now, we know for these home speakers that the Siri control is not like the best. You know, Siri still still have to advance Siri a lot for a smart speaker. But for people, you know, like Tristan that know that's devout, and when I mean devout Apple fans, you know, you're gonna be seeing you know, a lot of people interact with Siri. Now, one thing that's pretty interesting of this guy is that it's going to have this new intercom feature. So the cool thing about the intercom is that you'll be able to interact with different zones by telling, you know, Siri to connect you with this room for intercom. So when you do the intercom feature, like say if you're relaying to your kids, make sure you do your homework, I don't know, something stupid like that, or make sure you clean your room, you can do that from the HomePod. Also, you are not limited to just the HomePod. You can also do this across Siri devices. So say if, you know, your wife and your husband about to leave work and drive home, you can, you know, do an intercom feature from the HomePod Mini to his phone through Siri and tell him to pick up some eggs or some wine or something. I don't know. You know, whatever people talked about with intercoms, right? So you'll be able to have those features on that. This thing is also a pretty good price. This is only $100, so you know I have to give Apple some credit for that. So this is a pretty cool device. You know, especially for those of you guys that like Apple products, this is the device to get. This is how you stay within the Apple ecosystem. This is how they forcing you to stay in the Apple ecosystem. I mean, every company will force you to be in their ecosystem, so it's not a big deal on, you know, they're, you know, trying to just keep me in one ecosystem. That's your decision to make, you know. So my viewers here and everybody else that may be watching this, so afterwards, so HomePod Mini, you know, $99 should be coming out pretty soon. So that's that. Now we have what everybody's been waiting for, the iPhone. Now for the iPhone, we kind of heard this, I kind of went over this. They was going to come out with a few models. Now I have a love-hate relationship with what they did with some of this stuff, because there was some stuff that I just genuinely just like, why did you do this, Apple? Like, excuse me, why did you guys do this? Especially that we just seen the OnePlus 8T, right? So we just seen the OnePlus 8T and their specs and everything like that, and then they came out with some of the specs. A lot of stuff is cool, and some stuff is like different. If you're an Apple fan and you haven't had bought an Apple device, this is going to be for you. We're going to go ahead and roll this video, and we'll get back to it. Alrighty, how did you guys like that? I know a lot of you Apple fans love that video, for those of you that are watching this channel right now. So the iPhone 12, there's going to be 4 models of this iPhone. So you got the iPhone Mini, so you can see the iPhone Mini right there. The iPhone 12 Mini, I'm sorry, iPhone 12 Mini. And I got the specs that's going to be coming up at the end of these slides. The iPhone 12, right? You're going to have the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Max. So you have 4 different versions coming out of this. Now, okay, Apple, I have to admit, this blue's sexy. The blue is very, very sexy. It's just the color blue. I just love blue, man. A lot of people I know don't like blue, but I love blue. Here's some of the apps that you see right here. Some of the locks. And this thing's going to have they bring back the fingerprint reader, I believe, on this device. They have the MagSafe. So what Tristan was talking about, they have the MagSafe, which will be a little GIF that will be coming up in a little bit. These things will be able to also play HDR video, Dolby Atmos. So they are saying 4K recording, the whole 9. This phone will be able to do it. Here's an example of their MagSafe stuff. So me, I'm not so big on this, clipping on the wallet to his phone type thing. I don't know, I don't know. That's kind of, but they're just really showing what you can do with the MagSafe, because MagSafe is basically a magnet. They did try to bring it with something in prior. I forgot what device they were trying to, but you can see the GIF right there, the wireless charging right there. So they're going all in. I do like how that wireless charging is. So that's cool if you clipping on wireless charging and moving around. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want that magnet, charging your desk unless you really take it off. But I mean, that the MagSafe accessory looks like it's going to be a huge killer feature. Note that there will be no chargers coming inside the box of any iPhone 12. So you will not have a charger in the iPhone, guys. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, by the way, that's showing for that MagSafe. But no chargers in the box. They will have the cables. The kind of suck thing about it is that iPhone typically used a USB Type A connection on their old chargers. The cables that's going to be coming in with the iPhone 12 is going to be USB sleeve to Lightning. So you guys either need another adapter, or you have to buy a new charging cable. I mean, a new charging plug. That kind of sucks. I don't know why they did that. But you will have to buy a new charger most likely if you don't have an adapter, which I would instead of doing an adapter, just buy the new charger, guys. They're $20, do it that way, and you'll get the you'll get charging from it. So here's all 4 phones right here. So you can see that you have the iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Max Pro. So, and you see that gold color that they come out, that's a new color that they're going to come out with too. That's going to be only exclusive to the Pro series, I believe they said. I don't think those coming down to the other lines. Also, you're going to have multiple cameras on it. So they got, now some of the phones are different. So like with this one on, you're going to have a couple of cameras. This one's going to have, I think the same. These are going to have multiple cameras. Now they're going to need to have their, Apple Silicon. Again, they're pushing that a lot. They're going to be having their A14, was it A14, right? A14 Bionic chip. And they got their neural engine. So their neural engine is kind of like what they're going to be running from AI. That's going to be able to do a lot of stuff with Siri, a lot of stuff for video games, a lot of prediction, map stuff. The neural engine is supposed to be big on these devices. So you have that. You're also going to have multiple storage options, which is one of the problems I'm going to have with Apple. So let's go ahead and pull up this slide. And let's see some of the specs. So here are the specs for the iPhone. So as you can see, iPhone 12 mini, I put minimum, mini, it should have put the extra I. That's going to be about $700. That's going to have a 5.4 inch display. So that's going to be a pretty small smartphone. The iPhone 12 is going to start off at $800. That's going to have a 6.1 inch screen. iPhone 12 Pro is going to have $1,000. It's going to be $1,000. It's going to have also the same screen, and then you have the iPhone Pro Max, which is the biggest iPhone screen ever made. That one's going to have a 6.7 inch Super Retina XDR display. They're all going to have 5G. They're all going to have the ultra wide camera and the wide camera. Now, this is where you start getting some stuff different right here. So you're going to have the telephoto lens on the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max. Both of these would do Dolby Vision HDR video, but the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini is only going to do at 30 frames, while the Pro and the Pro Max can do that at 60 frames. You're going to have 2-time optical zooms for the iPhone and iPhone mini 12, of 4 times on the 12 Pro, but then you're going to have a 5-time optical zoom on the Pro Max. Okay, and let me see, I'm missing some of the comments. Let me see. 12 baby. I'll take 2, his and hers. Tristan says iPhone 12 Pro Max baby. So we know he's gonna get the expensive one. He's gonna be spending $1,100. Kevin says I'm in love. Tristan says I'm swooning. Someone catch. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus. Tristan says definitely get a MagSafe. MagSafe is included inside the phone. So that's a technology where you have the magnets inside of it. You just be able to attach the accessory. So you got like the wallet accessory, and then you have the charging accessory. That's all we know right now. Of course, they're gonna come out with some more stuff. Kevin said, "Boo." I'm guessing you same old. Guess you talking about the charger. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But we kind of knew. And honestly, I'll defend Apple on this. I understand their reasoning for a few reasons. One, they're trying to reduce costs per package. You know what I'm saying? Reducing, or taking out the charger out of the package does a few things. You save money from creating a bigger package. You save money from shipping another device. You save weight, so that saves on your shipping right there. You know what I'm saying? And you do save, help save the environment by creating less chargers. That being said, your old charger's USB Type A connects in, so people's got to buy more chargers anyway and toss this. Which I might remind people, go to your local electronics store and recycle. Most electronic stores now has a recycling center, or you can go to customer service and tell them you want to recycle. So if you have your old product guys, please recycle. Let's be responsible with our planet, man. If for those of you guys that have been following me for a while know that I'm big on trying to recycle as much as possible. So, recycle, do that stuff. So anyway, going back to this, you have your A14 Bionic chip, neural engine, 15 hours of playback. For the iPhone 12 mini, 17 for the 12 and the 12 Pro, and 20 hours of playback with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I don't have they didn't show this on their website, how big the battery was, but I'll try to get that next time. They have also this new screen technology called ceramic sealed front. So they said this is some of the strongest glass that they ever created. This thing should be able to drop at about 6 feet and not crack. It should be very, very resistant to scratching, all that good stuff. So you'll have all that things right there. You'll also have it to be water resistance up to 6 meters for about 30 minutes. Of course, we already talked about the MagSafe. This is one thing I'm gonna have a problem with. You see this 64 gigabytes of space. Like, come on, Apple. Like, really? 64 gigabytes of storage space. I just announced the OnePlus, which has a minimum of 128. Everybody should be a minimum of 128, guys. Like, especially for the price. The iPhone 12 mini is coming at $700, which I'm gonna be realistic. I think this came out as $600 because, especially if you come out, the lowest configuration is going to be 64 gigabytes. That's not that much space. They could have did a little bit better at that. And even the base iPhone 12. So the $800 iPhone 12 is going to have only 64 gigabytes of space. They should have, Apple, I understand stuff costs, but you could have put that 128 easy on that. Like, you guys not losing that much more money. You're charging a lot as it is. Like, come on, start off from 128. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have made this top end 512 gigabytes and maybe do the first terabyte phone. That's what I would have did. But hey, I don't make the devices, right? You also got Face ID, Apple Pay. You only have 20 watts charging, so that's another deal. You do have dual SIMs though, so that's cool. Dual SIMs. They still on the Lightning connector. And from what I've been hearing from my boy David McClam, he was saying that they're easing on to USB-C. So they're not trying to rush everybody into it yet, even though the new iPad Air is going to be USB-C. Honestly, the Lightning connector should just go to the way of the land side. Like, get rid of it. Everybody should be on USB-C. I don't understand why it's taking all these companies so long to go to USB-C. Just do it. Most of my devices, I was even surprised that my new Samsung tablet I get, and I'll show this to Patreon first. I'll post some pictures later on of my new tablet, and I love it because my old one that I was using to control everything, my old Tab E is cracked from my little bugger, you know, but I can't blame him so much. He's only 3. But this thing had a USB micro connector. And so do my new Tab A, and the Tab A costs a lot more money. So I don't understand why even Samsung did that. I guess they're ready for next year too. But honestly, everybody should be going USB-C. You know, this is USB-C. The new Surface Pros has USB-C on it. My headphone, my Sony headphones, the headphones, USB-C, guys. So everybody should be going USB-C. I do have to admit, this is 2019, so we don't have the 2020 Samsung Tab yet. So that could be right. It still came with the micro connection because it is an older tablet. It's not new. Though Samsung hasn't really announced a new one from, if I can remember. So there's that. Tristan says the gold one is life. I have tons of old earbuds and chargers I'll never use. Yes, recycle them. Go to the electronic store, your Best Buys, your Staples, Office Depot, whatever. Most of them should have some kind of recycling plants. You know, for sure I can tell you Best Buy. Jania says that's nothing SMH. Sick in my head. Not a concern. I'm looking at the cheap one. The Apple's point at Tristan. Haha. So yeah. So you have all that stuff right there, guys. So that's pretty much all the Apple stuff, you know. So how you guys feel about what Apple's coming out with? You know, pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. So that's Apple. Now I wanted to take a little bit of time to address. Oops, and I'm about to drop my old Microsoft phone. A little bit of time. You guys know I was actually trying to stream the Apple event this week, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and show my face fully on this one for now. But I was trying to stream this event this week, and like as soon as the event started, where I started streaming, it shut me down. So now I am a journalist, you know. I go to the websites. I go as much legit as I can. I pull everything directly from the manufacturer websites, follow and abide through all their laws and stuff like that. My stream got shut down. I was given a warning by YouTube. If I had to say anything to YouTube and Apple right now, and I don't care, they might ban me after this, but I don't care. I'm gonna speak my piece. If you guys want us to content create and stuff like that, if you don't want us streaming a video, then you have to let us know. I understand this is you guys' products, but I've never had, in the 4 months I've been doing this now, I've never had my video completely stop the stream. And I didn't even know what was going on at first. All I just started seeing was my YouTube channels just start saying disconnected, disconnected, disconnected. So I'm like, what's going on? And then when I refreshed it, it's talking about your video's been taken down. And I was streaming. This is not even a recorded video. I was streaming. So I'm like, what's going on? So I was talking to Davey. He's like, oh, there's probably music people. But I got no, here's the thing. I've been dealing with all this stuff. And I've pretty much basically cleared. I had a couple of videos that had some music. I cleared those too recently. So I just got emails yesterday that said all those was cleared and good to go. Because again, I'm using it under the fair use law, where it's just like I'm the news on Channel 7. I can use the content as long as I report it. It's you guys, I give you guys credit, all that good stuff. And they decided to take down my video. This is what I think, because I did get a response, which wasn't much of a response. They just said that it violated the code and ethics, which I don't understand, because this whole channel is about showing videos and demos that you otherwise wouldn't see, you know, because YouTube is the second biggest search engine, which means that most people might not just take the time to look at everything. And I kind of segment this into a show where I'll show you guys all the new and latest trends and explain the technology and stuff like that. Apple, YouTube, you guys want us to push these products and stuff like that, but then you block me on the channel. And I'm not the only person. I want to let everybody know I wasn't the only person, okay? So don't think I was the only person that got blocked. And I started noticing people start coming back with the stream that wasn't an Apple stream. They was just doing like live chatting, which is no point. You guys want us to promote your product. You want us to buy it, stuff like that. You have to let us as creators do that. Just like J. Cole said with one of the songs, like it was hard to clear some samples, like, hey, let us sample some art. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to pay you. You know what I'm saying? Because like my channel's not big yet, but you know, if I was getting paid, I would have to pay Apple. You know, I know you guys not hurting for views or nothing like that. So why are you guys blocking my channel? I still would like to know that. And I would like to address that. I'm still going to email YouTube and have them give me a better explanation. Not the computer explaining to me what happened, but I want a live person from YouTube explaining why did you guys take down my video. Now, if there was something I missed, because usually guys, I go on the websites and stuff and make sure I can stream it. I do my research way beforehand. I go, Sony has did it where they say, oh, you can stream. Microsoft did it, oh, you can stream. So I'll make sure I'm covered. I've streamed all the car events. Whenever I'm available, I'll stream some of the car events. Never once I had my video taken down. This was the first time I streamed the Apple event and the first time my video was taken down. So you guys can do whatever you want, but you guys gonna have to give me a better explanation, because I think it's crap that you guys just blocked me from something that I didn't know that was gonna be blocked. There was no indication that I can stream. There was nothing to say that they was preventing any creators from streaming this. Is this just stopped, you know? And there's a couple other channels I was following that was streaming the same thing, and they're stopped. I heard like some of the celebrities were streaming this event, and and these are personal accounts. These are not like even like my channel. Like these are just personal people, and they just like stopped it, you know? So Apple, if you want to just be the sole proprietor of streaming your stuff, that's fine. I understand like you're getting rid of Intel, you guys doing everything yourself, but note, we matter too. And if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be selling products. And if YouTube, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be making all that money, okay? So that's what I want to say. I was going to go harder, but I was like, man, I'm not going to go that hard. I'm just going to say my piece and be done with it. But, you know, unfortunately, guys, if you guys want me to stream another Apple event, it's not going to happen unless there's some kind of agreement or something like that, that I will get ridden by Apple themselves and YouTube. So, unfortunately, I cannot stream Apple events no more from this channel. But, hey, it is what it is. You know, life goes on, and the Keyse review is going to keep on going on. So, that's that. You know, no bad blood. I just wish there was better explanation. Again, I'm gonna try to keep on contacting them, and you know, I don't want to just get the computer explaining to me. Explain to me what I did wrong if I did something wrong, and explain to me why you guys made this. I will understand. but just communicate that. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when it, like with the song stuff, it will communicate. You know, they'll explain, hey, it was in this segment that you did this time, and this song, and this belongs to this publishing house and this artist. So I can be like, okay. And have talked to a lot of people, guys. Even my client from HDM, Hadley Morrell. You know, we have to do it with that. But there was communication going on. We was able to find an issue. I was able to write list all the songs. So I was able to stream all these songs that I'm playing for you guys before and after the show. So it sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Let me see. Kevin says Apple was hating. Yeah, they hated because I'm getting YouTube famous. Michelle says exactly, absolutely no sense to block you from giving basically free advertisement. YouTube, that makes, I'm guessing you saying makes no sense. Same on you. Jania says boo Apple. Jania doesn't like Apple at all. Kevin says ready to take a high roll. Yeah, Kevin, I was gonna be fired on this one. I was actually writing some stuff, but I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. You know. Kevin said you did nothing wrong. They just didn't communicate that they want to exclusively reveal their product. Exactly, guys. I check this stuff to make sure there's no like limits on me streaming. I usually check beforehand. Apple Suck 2 didn't care about who don't like my comment. Even Apple users want news and updates, at least emails, and say you are in the red zone before shutting you down. Yeah, they could have just gave me a warning. I would have appreciated that. Like, that's all it comes down. That's what comes to anything in this world, guys. Relationship, politics, war, anything. It comes down to communication at the end of the day. Tristan says all about the dollar. If they make no money, they shut you down. They making money. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, Kevin was like, oh my God, Marquise is praising Apple. Yes, I give Apple due where Apple's due. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't want me to stream it live, which I notice even the top creators didn't stream this live, okay, let us know. But hey, it is what it is, man. And that's what happened last week, and it's a done deal. So anyway, I'm done with that issue, and we're gonna move. Let me take a sip of water. As we are done, pretty much done, but I got one thing to announce. We have a special announcement. Are you guys ready for this special announcement? Let's drum roll, please. I have joined David McLean and Geneva McLean back on A Day with Crime. So make sure you guys watch the episode, listen to the episode. If you go on Patreon, they do have a Patreon where you can support them $5 a month. A Day with Crime, you also have it going on, why did that change? I didn't want that to change. You also have it on Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. So you have all those stuff there. You can go and listen to this episode. It is live now. We go over the case, continuing from the Jeffrey Epstein cases, and it is about Ghislaine Maxwell, which was his girlfriend and basically right-hand man. And we go over a lot what happened in that. So make sure you check out A Day with Crime with David and Geneva McClam, and I'm guest starring on the episode. They have a huge guest speaker that's on there as well, coming up this week, and then they're going to be in like this big podcast thing, which is like the Super Bowl of podcasts. So check them out. David and Geneva, thank you for having me again on the show, and I appreciate it. Good job with the show. Glad to be a part of it. Glad to meet Geneva for the first time. It's very lovely. David, I haven't seen him in over a year with all this, with my stuff and all this COVID stuff. So it was awesome seeing David again in person. So thank you guys for having me on the show again. Thank you for supporting me. And hey, this is just more of many to come, right? So A Day with Crime, David and Geneva McClam. Check it out on podcast on Google and Apple, as well as the Patreon. So that's that, guys. That's all I got for the Keyse review today. That was pretty awesome, man. Definitely a good show. And a lot of cool tech, man. That's why I named this episode Tech Rising, man. And let me go ahead and play some music while I'm talking. If you guys got comments, go ahead and put in the comments. I am reading your comments. Any questions or anything, concerns, anything you guys want to say. And actually, we got a new song. Let me go ahead and skip to this new song right now, because we put a new song. So I've been working with HDM Records on a lot of stuff, helping them with a lot of things. We got a national. I should have sold that commercial. I'll show it next week maybe. I'll see if we can get clearance. But we have a commercial being sold by Michelob that Hadley got one of the songs that he produced in there. Let me see if I can find it, which is called "I'm a Winner," which is right here. So let's go ahead and start this song up. But this song was in the latest NBA Finals commercial, national commercial, baby. Let's go. We doing some big things, man. So, hey, man, I'm excited. Stuff is going good, man. So, hey, Lakers are winning. First of all, man, won the championship. We got Clippers playing today. I don't even know if the Rams are playing today. I've been so busy trying to finish up this episode and stuff, and then people calling me today. I haven't been able to peep it. I think it's maybe later on tonight. I gotta go somewhere else today, so I'll try to catch the Rams game. But hey, man, it's awesome, man. Like a lot of good stuff going on, and I'm just thankful to God that stuff is going good in my life. So let me see. Oh, Jania said shout out to David, so I'll make sure to tell David you got him a shout out. Michelle said I'll definitely tune in. Appreciate it. Kevin said great show, boss. Thank you, Kevin, for moderating as usual. Michelle, thank you for another show. I appreciate it, guys. I always try my best. Way to get through the technical difficulties. You handled it real proud of you. Thank you. I don't know what the heck. I mean, even YouTube's like tripping. It's like going to 0 users and then like 10, then 0 users, then 7. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And then PowerPoint. I don't know what the heck was going on with PowerPoint, man. So anyway, I'll check that stuff out later. That's for another day. Got through the show. Great show, Keyse, Lakers all day. Yes, sir. LA, baby. LA Lakers all day. And LA Dodgers and LA Rams, guys. We show no love to the Clippers, no love to the Angels, and no love to the Chargers. They are second-rate teams, okay? It's all about the Lakers, the Dodgers, the Rams, the Kings, and the Sparks. That's my LA teams, my professional LA teams, okay? Those other teams I don't know about too much. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know about those teams too much, man. But, hey, we gonna be good, man. We gonna be good. And I appreciate, again, you guys joining me. If you are new to this show, let me turn this because the music might be a little bit loud. If you are new to this show, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell notification. I'll let you know whenever I go live. I try to go live every week. I'm gonna plan stuff. Actually, Kevin, I'm gonna need you and my Patreons. On my Patreons, I'm planning a car show, a virtual car show next month to be playing. So we're gonna go through all the cars like we did today. We put them in videos and we're going back over them. So Patreons and Kevin, let's start planning some cars. Get me a list together. I'm putting a list together. We're gonna do a virtual car show. We also got my birthday coming up, November 1st. I will be streaming on November 1st. I will be still here doing stuff for you guys. So let's do it, okay? So I'm planning all this stuff. Like I said, I got some music planned for you guys by the artist, Tommy G. So hopefully y'all should be able to be done with those. Got to get it approved by Hadley. And we'll be showcasing those next week. You know, so of course some big stuff happening in the Keyse review. And of course the flagship show that you're watching right now live. Make sure you guys hit the like button, by the way, if you're watching this video. So we got 7 right now. I hope to get 7 likes from you guys. So everybody go ahead and like the channel. That will get me on the YouTube crawler a little bit. Help me out with some advertisement, all that good stuff. Thank you to the Patreons. I appreciate you guys' support. I just got paid out again, so I really, really do appreciate you guys, all my Patreons. And hopefully we get more of you guys. Hopefully we can do some more exclusive stuff. For the Patreons, the signature members, you guys will be participating pretty soon on a subject. You guys going to be voting. So I'm setting that up. I got the graphics set up already. So I'm just finishing up the little details. I'm also trying to plan some clothing stuff. So I'm still trying to work out those details. So I've been working my 3 jobs. And it's been tough because I've been falling asleep a lot sooner now. But, you know, body needs rest. But thank you guys. Oh, Jesus, we had 2:30. Woo! A lot of stuff, man. I wasn't expecting this show to go that long, but hey, it's always fun. I lose track of time hanging out with you guys, and I appreciate you guys supporting me throughout the way and all that good stuff. So anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the channel. Again, love you guys. Make sure you be safe. Make sure you wash your hands often. Social distance. Wear your mask. If you have to, wear your gloves. Wipe continually. Make sure you go vote, guys. Everybody should start having all their ballots, all their voting material. I've already started mine. I'm not going to say who I voted for because I try to keep politics out of it. But let's just say, I will say this. There needs to be a change in this world right now. And we have to be able to get along with each other. And we have to come together for a common goal, So vote, guys. Vote. November 3rd is coming pretty soon. So that is the end of my show. Love you guys. Be safe. My name is Marquise. This is the Keyse Review. Peace, love, one. Later, guys. Peace out. Actually, let's go ahead and play that I'm a Winner. Since I was talking to her, we're going to go ahead and play that, and then we'll let the couple more songs play. Enjoy, guys. See you later.
Wonderful day. Everything's going my way. This is the day I reach out to touch, and I know I'm gonna get you, dear. Hey, hey. Taste my bet on the right one. Hey, I'm a winner.